Finally, folks, our years of theories and anticipation have been paid off by Capcom. On the Summer Game Fest stage yesterday, Capcom opened the event with a surprise that made the world jump out of their seats. Resident Evil Veronica has officially been announced for a 2027 release. Well, Claire Redfield's return to search for Chris on this modern-day version of Rockford Island is certainly a valuable story bridge. But do you know what happens immediately after Claire and Chris's nightmare in Antarctica is over? The answer lies in the complete downfall of the Umbrella Corporation. Before the pharmaceutical giant's legal collapse, there's a secret mission, a bloody story that reunites the legendary deadly duo, Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. That story is told in the official canon comic, Prelude to the Fall. After the euphoria of Resident Evil Veronica's announcement at Summer Game Fest, we'll dissect this crucial story bridge. Let's dive into the coldest operation in frozen Russia, in Resident Evil Journey. February 2003, 5 years after Raccoon City vanished from the world map. The world thought Umbrella was dying, battered by numerous lawsuits. But under the shadow of the Caucasus Mountains in Russia, a sinister conspiracy was reaching its peak. Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, who were then members of the Private Anti-Biohazard Service, were sent to a small village in Russia, purportedly terrorized by mysterious mutants. When Chris and Jill set foot there, the atmosphere was completely silent. Not a single human was around. Not even a sound was heard. The village was empty, uninhabited, like a dead village. After a while searching for the inhabitants, Jill was startled by the stench emanating from a corpse lying face down on a terrace. Fresh blood flowed down the white snow. Jill tried to approach it, but suddenly the corpse moved and rose, half its face mangled. Chris immediately fired his pistol, destroying its head without hesitation. The sound of the gunshot drew the zombies out of the residents' homes, and the once deserted village has now turned into a terrifying zombie apocalypse. The battle amidst the blizzard was truly frenzied. Jill took action with her agility, while Chris became the main defense. Amidst the chaos, they rescued a terrified local child named Anna. From Anna, they learned a terrible secret. The people of this village were initially offered jobs for a foreign company, before ultimately becoming guinea pigs for the T-virus. However, the biggest threat that night wasn't just hungry zombies. Behind the laboratory monitor, a figure was laughing sinisterly at Chris and Jill's struggle. Yes, who else but our arch-enemy, Albert Wesker. Wesker was there, with his own devious agenda. With dwindling ammo and exhausted bodies, Chris and Jill finally managed to rescue Anna and defeat the zombies. They followed a trail of giant circulation pipes buried beneath the snow. And there they found it, a massive steel gate with the familiar red and white hexagonal logo. The Caucasus facility, Umbrella's final operational base in the world. The place where the supreme leader, Sergei Vladimir, kept a super powerful computer called UM013, which contained all the data on Umbrella's viruses, including bioweapons testing data from around the world. Chris looked at Jill and said, "This is it, the end." Jill replied with a cold smile as she cocked her pistol. "Let's settle this once and for all." They stepped into the darkness of the underground facility, triggering a security alarm that signaled that the Umbrella Corporation's time was up. So, Guys, what happens after Chris and Jill successfully breach the gate of the secret facility? That's where this Prelude to the Fall comic ends, and the real nightmare has just begun. All the tension from this comic will explode into epic Resident Evil, the Umbrella Chronicles gameplay in the legendary scenario, Umbrella's End, on this channel. Here, you'll take direct control of Chris and Jill, destroy Umbrella's last defense system, face off against the ultimate weapon, the Talos, and witness Wesker execute his devious plan behind the scenes. Considering that the remake version of Resident Evil Veronica has been officially announced and will be released in 2027, do you hope that Capcom will also include this Russian scenario as DLC, or even a direct sequel to RE Veronica later? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Write your wildest theories in the comments column below. Don't forget to like, subscribe too. Watch the continuation in Resident Evil Journey, Episode 14, Umbrella's End, which has the thumbnail like this. Enjoy and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.